Welcome back to the Lemmings with Gimmicks level something commentary video series. And today we are going to be starting the Ephemeral rank. Yeah, I just looked up the pronunciation for it before I started recording. So yes, I pretty much know how to say it now, I think. And quite honestly, I have not heard that word at all in my at least 31, 32 years of living, of existence, you might say. But yes, it pretty much means like in short supply or something like that. Or rather, short-lived. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. Anyway, yeah, this video will cover the Ephemeral rank. So, Ephemeral 1, Introducing Kayakers. Welcome to the Ephemeral rank. This is the only rank with a split set of rules for 5 levels each. These folks in the first 5 levels suffer from lemnesia. You can assign permanent skills to them, but they will forget them again after having completed a single execution of that particular skill. Okay, sounds a bit confusing, but you'll see what it means as we get into these levels. Okay, so Ephemeral 1. Okay. So, first lemming, we'll get a swimmer. So, fortunately here, the lazy, I think that's what they call it, the lazy gimmick, lazy lemmings gimmick, it does not apply to swimmers. Yeah, fortunately they keep on swimming, I think. Or maybe they just lose after one complete swimmer cycle. Yeah, maybe I'm just confusing it now, but anyway. Second lemming becomes a blocker. Yeah, and the swimmer gets a disarmor as well. Oh yes, and they are contained with the low side as well. So between the low side and the blocker. No, it appears that he's just a disarmor now. And yeah, and he also lost the disarmor skill. So no, I am wrong. So after finishing the swimming cycle, yeah, he loses the swimmer skill, and then after disarming this trap, he loses the disarmor skill as well. And then here, yeah, he gets a climber. Yeah, and now that he has climbed over, now he loses the climber skill as well. Okay, and then we bash on through. Yeah, fortunately all other skills work as usual. Yeah, it's only the permanent skills that you lose once they finish it. Yeah, so that's what the pretext means here. But this is only for the first 5 levels. So now we go ahead and build. And then build again. And then build again. And now we go ahead and platform across. So it should take the remaining 3 platformers. So yes, he turns around. Release the blocker with a walker. And then finally all there's left to do is to bash through the palm tree. And that's it. Okay, so pretty nice level to start off the Ephemeral rank. Alrighty, Ephemeral 2, Ignorance is Bliss. Okay, another very nice level, in my opinion, although the timing here can be pretty difficult. Alrighty, so first lemming gets a climber. Oh, a couple of skills came in the meantime here. Yes, so we're gonna go ahead and bash here, so that this prevents the lemmings from going up here and then falling a great height to splat. So to prevent that, we just bash here. Alrighty, so here it's a bit of difficult timing. So when there's 7 lemmings left coming out of the entrance, I go ahead and max out the release rate. And then I go ahead and assign 3 more climbers, I think. Yeah, 3 more climbers. Basically, the extra climbers is just to make the timing easier here. Okay. And then I also give somebody else a climber as well. Oh, that lemming right there. Alright, and then with the lemming that just turned back to the left here, we go ahead and mine. Okay, and then... So, because the lemmings lost the climber skill, this actually makes it easier to cancel out the miner. Yeah, so this pretty much has to be done at a pretty precise moment, so that it happens. Yeah, you can cancel the miner with another one. And yeah, when both of them are climbers, it makes it even harder and almost impossible to do it. But it is possible, just much harder to pull off if the climber skill was still there. But because of the gimmick, where you lose the climber skill after the lemming finishes scaling up the wall, yeah, it makes it easier to cancel the miner. Alrighty, and then let me see. I'll go ahead and bash somewhere. Oh yes, I make the miner bash. Okay, and this is basically to give the next lemming that comes enough room to mine the crowd out. Okay, and that's already it. So pretty nice level here. The only hard part is just timing the lemmings correctly so that you cancel out the miner with another one. And also making sure that you mine in the correct spot after turning around in the Bastion Tunnel. Okay, Ephemeral 3, part-time triathletes. Okay, so here, this one's a pretty nice puzzle, I thought. So, this really goes to show that you have to take certain priorities here. Yeah, otherwise you're not going to get the level solved. So, pretty nice puzzle. Okay, so, first lemming that falls for a bit, we're going to go ahead and bomb, so that they will fall down into this hole first, before falling the rest of the way. This ensures that everyone will survive the fall. Okay, then with the first lemming going to the right, we go ahead and give him a climber. And I also max out the release rate as well. Yeah, this is not splat height. They will fall down safely while splatting. Okay, go ahead and platform across this gap. Oh. Okay, and I also gave him a swimmer skill. Okay, and then I send out another climber from the crowd at this time. Okay, and another climber, and another climber, and another climber, and another climber. Okay, and another climber. Okay, and then we just go ahead and give all of them floaters. Oh yeah, and also swimmers as well. Yeah, because you will notice that we have enough swimmers, climbers, and floaters for everybody. Okay, and then also, something strange that I remember happening here was that, I think for some very odd reason, sometimes the skills deduct more than you should have. So sometimes when you assign a skill, instead of just deducting one, sometimes it deducts more than it should. And therefore you don't have enough skills to complete the level. I don't know, it's a pretty strange bug with the very old Lemmicks player. And this can prove to be very infuriating because, you know, it's like, wait, I did not assign multiple skills to the same lemming. Or rather, like, the climber multiple times to the same lemming. Yeah, but for some very odd reason, yeah, it happens with the very old Lemmicks player at times. And like I said, it can get pretty irritating. Alrighty, Ephemeral 4. Catch me if you can. This one I thought was a pretty good level.
Let's go.
Okay, so 2 entrances here. Another very loud Amiga tune. Yeah, the can. Okay, first let me get a climber from the bottom entrance down here. Okay, and then we go ahead and bash. Okay, build up twice. And then we're gonna go ahead and mine this crowd out. Okay, unfortunately he is not a climber anymore, the one that's going back to the right. So he's not going to climb up the lower side. Yeah, and then fall back down and splat. So that's a very nice thing. Okay, and then with the first time going back to the right here, we're going to go ahead and start building up to the exit. Okay, everyone has slipped by, so fortunately nobody will splat at this time. So one more builder should do here. Yep. And now, so I believe I do it with the last lemming. Yeah. Go ahead and bash through the one-way wall, and then build over, and then build the other way, and then finally release the crowd with the digger, and that's it. So very, very nice level here. Alrighty, Ephemeral 5. Why settle for just one? Okay, I think I remember this one being a little difficult. Yeah, I certainly had some problems here, I think. Until I realized the way the skills needed to be assigned and everything. Alright, first lemming will stack here. Yeah, one lemming will slip by. Yeah, and notice that this is for the old formats Lemmicks and very old formats Lemmicks. At the current release rate of 1, yeah, one lemming will always slip by a stack no matter what. But in the new formats version, the one release rate is actually much slower. and so therefore nobody will slip by. So the lemming that slips by gets a floater, and then we start building. Yeah, so this will take all our builders. Okay, and then what do I do there? Oh yes, I give him a disarmor. Okay, and also a swimmer skill. So after disarming the trap, he loses the disarmor skill here, but that's quite alright. Yeah, this trap is now harmless. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bomb here because there is a retractable boulder trap here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bomb the stack away, and then pretty much give everybody a floater. Let me see. Oh yes, and everybody gets a swimmer at this time. Yeah, and I happen to miss one there. And then everybody gets a climber. Okay, and then finally everybody gets a glider, and that's it. So I think what happened was that my mistake was making everybody a glider up here, I think. Yeah. And then that creates problems because you cannot get to the exit. Especially since you cannot bash or like mine through here. And then make everybody a swimmer. And also there's a water pond here, so therefore once you use the swimmer here, everybody cannot swim in this water pond instead. So that's why the only way to get to the exit is to simply glide from up here. So, but in any case, very, very nice puzzle here. Yeah, it's definitely up there with one of my favorites. Alrighty, Ephemeral 6. Take the ocean route. And now for the rules switch. These lemmings will retain permanent skills you assign to them. However, they aren't the most enduring ones. Whichever skill they perform, permanent or temporary, they would do so for a much shorter time than regular lemmings. Swimmers and disarmers are unaffected by this drawback. So yes, I did confuse this. This is the gimmick where swimmers and disarmers are not affected. They will still retain them. So this right here, I believe, is called the exhaustion gimmick. Yeah, whereas the first 5 levels, I believe that was the lazy lemmings gimmick. Okay, and you see what I mean when we get through these levels. Okay, so first lemming we're bashed, and then we're gonna go ahead and make them climb. Basically, the climbers, they lose the climber at a height where just before it becomes splat height. Yeah, before falling back down. But here it doesn't happen because this is nowhere near splat height. So therefore, they just climb up the entire way. Yeah, so everybody just gets a climber skill, it appears. Now here, this is where you need to be careful. Yeah, if you assign a... Well, actually, I guess technically you can assign the floater anywhere here. Because once they do lose the floater skill, they should be able to survive the fall. Yeah, but in any case, I do it after they have fallen a sufficient amount. Yeah, before giving them a floater. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, they just lose it after about a second. So no. That's why you cannot assign them the floater before they start falling. Because otherwise they lose the floater skill too early. And by that point, they still haven't fallen enough to make it a safe fall. So that's why you need to assign the floater after they've fallen a lot. Yeah, to ensure that they survive the fall. Okay, and then bash on through. And then bash on through. Okay, and then give them all swimmers. Okay, give the first lemming a disarmor trap. Okay, and then finally all this have to do is to platform. And then that should be it. Oh no. That's right. So here, platformers have less bricks. They don't have 12 bricks like they usually do. Yeah, instead, they are only limited to 4 bricks, I believe. Yeah, so that takes 3 platformers. So obviously a gap like this normally only takes 1 platformer to get across. But because of the gimmick, the lazy lemmings gimmick, oh no, I'm sorry, the exhaustion gimmick, yeah, you need more platformers than usual to get across this gap. Okay, and that's it. And as the pretext explains, the lemmings still retain the swimmer skill. So fortunately they are able to turn back and not be in any danger. Yeah, and that's already it. So plenty of skills left over here. Alrighty, Ephemeral 7. Work smart, not hard. Okay, I don't think this one was pretty hard at all. Yeah, another very loud track here. Okay, And then, just like the platformer skill, it also applies to the builder skill as well. Okay, we go ahead and stack here. Yep, so here, 1, 2, 3. Stackers only get 3 stacks this time. Or 3 bricks, sorry. Okay, so fortunately it makes going up stacks much easier. So here, I just build. Yeah, and just like the platformer, builder bricks, builders are only limited to 4 bricks as well. Okay, and then we just pretty much do the same thing here, except we use builders, it appears. Yeah, and this crowd is safely contained between the wall and the lower side. Yeah, and same thing here. Also contained by the lower side as well. Okay, same thing, build up here as well. No, I use a stack here, it appears. And then build up. Okay, stack, and then build up. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bomb to get underneath the exit trigger. Okay, and then here we stack twice in order to get to, in order for the lemmings to enter the exit. Okay, and then we go ahead and dig here. So here you notice 1, 2, 1, 2. So diggers will stop after 2 strokes. Yeah, so I just repeatedly dig until I run out of diggers. And then I turn around with a walker. Okay, this is basically to reduce the height of the wall so that lemmings don't lose the climber skill. Yeah, because at its current height, yeah, the lemmings will stop. Yeah, maybe around here. And then fall back down. Because remember what I said. Lemmings lose the climber skill when you reach the point where that is the point just before spot height. Okay, and then here, yeah, we go ahead and stack from the other side so that these lemmings from the right side can go into the exit. Yeah, and then all just have to do is to assign these lemmings climbers, and that's it. So very, very nice level here. Yeah, plenty of skills left over though. Alrighty, Ephemeral 8. I'm no super lem. Okay, this one I actually found quite annoying. Yeah, this is where the gimmick really becomes annoying. So I think I remember it being somewhat difficult, but really it was more annoying than difficult because of the gimmick. Okay, so we go ahead and build and then block behind them, and then we go ahead and bomb the next lemming. Okay, the builder just keeps on going, and then we bash. Wait, bash. He keeps building. Oh yes, and the basher stops after 1 stroke. Okay, and then build again. So it unfortunately takes 4 builders here. Oh yes, and then you notice that the blocker becomes a walker again. Yeah, I believe it is. They do that approximately after 10 seconds. Okay, so the blocker gets a climber. So basically, this is the thing that I don't like. Yeah, it's really hard to tell whether a climber will be able to get to the very top. But then again, I think that's what the builder placement is for here. Yeah, I could have made it less precise that way, I think. But in any case, yeah, it's not really clear whether this will allow the climber to get all the way through or not. Okay, platform across here. So this will take 2 platformers. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and dig under the trap trigger here. So we have that he stops after 2 strokes. Okay, and then platform across. Yeah, this will take 3 platformers. Yeah, because of the gimmick. Okay, build across. Fortunately, it is enough to get over the gaps. Yeah, just barely though. Okay, and this is where bridge stretching is required, so that you only use 3 builders. Okay, platform across this gap. Okay, dig. Oh yes, because the trap trigger is right here. Yes, but fortunately, a digger skill is enough to avoid the trap trigger. Okay, it just simply use the remaining platformers to get across to the exit. Okay, and then finally, everyone just gets a climber, and that's it. But yes, I would definitely say this is definitely the level where the gimmick becomes very annoying. Yeah, due to how many times you need to repeatedly assign the skill, because the lemming stops after a few seconds. Alrighty, Ephemeral 9, the average Joe. Okay, I think I remember this one being a little difficult as well, but it's a pretty good one.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think I remember this part being the hardest. Okay, so after falling for a while, yeah, we go ahead and sign floaters. So I believe the first 10 lemmings could just simply float to the exit. Oh, yes. So with this lemming, yeah, I go ahead and dig with him. This will prevent anyone else from falling up these lemmings, because by this point I will run out of floaters. Yeah, although these two will get floaters though. Yeah, so you see nobody can follow them now. Okay, and then we go ahead and start digging so that we land on top of these planks here. Okay, and then we dig down, and then dig down here as well. Okay. And then when this lemming falls, we go ahead and stone him after a while. Okay, yeah, I need to rewind back here a little. Okay, this lemming gets a glider. Yeah, like I said before, he stones. And then we also block. And then this gets a platformer to make a platform for these guys. Oh, and also, yeah, he gets a climber. Yeah, so the reason for the digger is so that the climber just keeps on going. He does not stop. Yeah, so he'll just walk to the exit now. Oh, yes. And then at this time, yeah, the blocker becomes a walker again. Okay, get a climber. Okay, and then build. Okay, so seeing how the climber did not stop, it appears that this builder was not necessary at all. Yeah, because everyone can just get a climber now. Okay. And this stoner might have been necessary in order to reduce the, or rather to prevent them from splatting, but I'm not sure though. Alrighty, and the final level, Ephemeral 10, in the blink of an eye. These lemmings are of a particularly feeble kind. Can you handle the two sets of rules from this rank, combined in the same level? Okay, now this one I remember being a pretty good one. I really, really love this one. Oh yes, and another Lemmings World Tour track here. So basically, this basically combines the lazy and exhaustion gimmicks together. So we go ahead and build, block behind him. Then at the very tip we go ahead and stack. And then we make him climb. And once again, this is another thing that I hate, in that this is not very clear that the climber will stop. Yeah, I think this is just barely though. But they do make it over. Oh yes, and also remember here that the what do you call it? Was it the lazy? I think it's the lazy Lemmings gimmick. So because of the other gimmick, yeah, after climbing up this wall, they lose the climber skill. So that's why you don't see them climbing up here as well. Okay, give them a swimmer. Alrighty, platform across. I don't think it was oh, actually no, I think it is necessary. Okay, and then glide. Yeah, so they stop gliding after a few seconds here. So no, the platformer is necessary. Otherwise the platformer would just fall into the water. Or rather the asset. Okay, and then finally all that's left to do is to get everyone a climber skill, a swimmer skill, and a glider skill once they have fallen for a bit, I think. Yeah, and this is also to ensure that they survive the fall. So that's why you assign the glider later. Yeah, not right away. But yes, this is a very, very nice puzzle. I absolutely love this one. It's a very, very strong rank finisher. Yeah, that combines two gimmicks together. The first time that this has ever been done in the pack, I believe. Okay, that's enough consideration for the week. Time to speed things up a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. Okay, and that's pretty much a reference to the next rank, which is Hasty. So, that will be covered in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the Lemmings with Gimmicks level solving commentary video series, and I'll see you all next time for that.